Cool. Let's just get started, shall we? So today we're going to do a more interactive workshop where everyone's going to be coding. We've created kind of a template file so you can start building upon. To give you some context before starting what Enso is, Enso is one unified API to interact with all DeFi primitives. So what applications you can build on top really is only limited by your own imagination. So if you want to build a cross-chain router, you want to build a DeFi aggregation tool, you want to build a DeFi Telegram bot, which we will be doing today, you can plug into all of these primitives. And instead of needing to have many API interactions for all of different DeFi primitives, you can simply just use one. We have two different parts of the API that we'll be using today. We have the execution framework, so you're able to bundle and execute into many different DeFi protocols. So for example, if you want to go from ETH into, let's say, 10 curve pools, lend on Aave, borrow on Aave, leverage up again, you're able to do this all within one contract call. We also have all of the metadata as well, so you can simply plug into TVL, APY, presenting this all to your users as well. So you can see this as a fully out-of-the-box DeFi kit. We are here to help, so there's four of us. Oscar's back there, Ben, Milos, and myself, Connor. We also have a dedicated Telegram group just created for this workshop, so if there's any questions that you don't ask someone, feel free to just drop it inside of there. Rewards, so we have beer, if you want a beer. We also have stickers, and we also have 3 t-shirts. So the top 3 participants of how much code they've been able to complete, or even additional features that they've added, will be given a t-shirt. The tools that we're going to use today, we're going to use Telegram. Hopefully everyone's got Telegram set up. We're going to be using Grammy, which is just a Telegram bot framework. Instead of needing to use directly the Telegram API, abstracts a lot of this logic away. We're going to be using Tenderly for simulations. The reason why we're using Tenderly means you don't need to upload your private key. We don't need to manage approvals. All of this is just out of the box so you can get directly to the Enso API. And then last but definitely not least is the Enso API for execution and metadata. And we're combining all of these together. One thing to note, the Tenderly API key, we have a, let's say, premium API key, and we put it inside of there so you don't need to bring your own API key. And this API key will cease to exist after this workshop pretty much. The Telegram, you will need to create your own API key, and there is examples of how to create it and all the steps inside of the repo. And the Enso API key is also in the repo itself. So what we're going to do today, really, is build a DeFi Telegram bot. So you can see Maestro, Unibot, all of these new trends of sniping, interacting with DeFi and swapping through Telegram. So instead of needing to worry about React and front end, you just directly plug into the API. I will show you kind of what the end product will look like to a certain degree. And what we're going to be doing today is just writing in TypeScript. The repo itself has a bunch of steps of completion. Feel free to follow it. Feel free to add on top if you want to add more, let's say, complex strategies such as lending, borrowing, and leveraging. It's really up to you how you would like to use this. Here are 4 resources that I'll keep on the screen throughout the workshop. 1 is the repository. 2 is the Swagger. 3 is the API doc. And 4 is the dedicated Telegram group. What I'll do now is kind of show you a bit about the repository so you can see all of the different steps inside of it. So if you just go and clone this, you will see that there's certain commands that you can use. There is some Easter eggs inside of this, if you're able to find them. And maybe a little hint is Caesar salad. And then some of the challenges are fetching all the projects, so being able to display it in the Telegram bot, all the different projects that are available through Enso, all the different pools that are related also to this project, APY, and so forth. And then on the execution side, we'll be doing get route. Get route is applicable to swaps and also DeFi deposits. So if you want to deposit in a Beefy vault, you're able to do this all within one API call. And then you can also do bundles. So if you want to enter 10 curve pools in one transaction, you will kind of add this query. Now there is some additional challenges which you can see inside of here. If somebody gets to the GigaBrain stuff, fair play to you. This is one of the steps to be able to make this fully production. And for us, we see anyone that wants to build on top of this repository can probably make a production grade product within 4 or 5 days. Cool, so let's get started, shall we? Yeah. Telegram chat is here. Inside of the repo? Yeah, sure, sounds good. In the meanwhile, whilst my phone is charging, here's the repository to get you started. And if you want to know the URL directly, it's on the Enso Finance Git repo, Git organization. So here is the workshop link. Has everyone got the repo? Yeah? Cool. And for the Telegram bot API, you just contact botfather, and then you just press start, set a name, and you'll get an API key. And then put it inside of your environment variable. One thing to note, whenever doing this, we're not specifying a token that goes in. The default is just Ether, so you don't need to manage all of the approvals and so forth. And the Ether amount that goes in, we've already parsed it for the decimal amount as well. Every single time that you put this in and then you confirm, we've hard-coded a from address as well for the transaction, so you don't need to manage that part. You'll get a tenderly simulation, so you can check it all out. We also, you'll find inside of the repository a folder called helpers with values, so you don't need to go to CoinGecko, fetch all the addresses, and you can just copy and paste the stuff inside of here. Consider this amount in is you should trim this down as well. Cool. So we have 5 minutes left to the workshop. And Ben, you good for 2 minutes? So we've only got 5 minutes left. Thank you everyone for coming. It was really good fun. I think we learned a lot as well, and I hope everyone else did. If you want to start using Enso in production or for any mini projects or during the hackathon, we're happy to continue to support you. We have a wider Telegram group where we have more projects that are using Enso. And just to kind of give you who we are collaborating with, we have our partnership with Socket, with the Gnosis, and also CowSwap. We're one of the solvers, and we have maybe around 15, 20 projects that are using Enso in production as of today. So the Telegram group is Enso_API. And if any project you want to build, just feel free to message us. And who would like a t-shirt? Who wants a t-shirt? Oh, there's too many. Oh. So wait, so who got the route endpoint? So who got the route endpoint done? Okay, that doesn't change it. Who got the bundle endpoint done? Okay, cool. So we've got 2 there. Should we verify or not? There you go. There you go. No problem. No problem. And who were the last 2 for the route? You got the route done? Yeah. Oh. And you also got the route done. Okay. So I have 1 t-shirt left. And leave you both to it. No. Okay, awesome. So we also have a 4th t-shirt here as well. So we can give a t-shirt to both of you. And thank you everyone for coming. It's good fun. Have a nice hackathon. Bye.